On the way, it's just we use a route that is very quiet and calm. People don't pass there, and then we are going to the hotel, and then there was an announcement that some armed robbers are there, and they are holding guns. And then police were called. We didn't know, so we were just going to the party. And then when the police came, they thought we were the armed robbers. They started shooting.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we welcome you back onto the segment called Tales from the Street. Today, we've got an interesting personality right here with us who's going to tell us more about his life story. It's a very fascinating one, of course, and a very touching one that is going to strike your heart today. And I told you, we are here to give you nothing more than the inspirational stories that is going to change your life and put you back where you want to belong. And it goes by the name Dr. Apostle Dr. Kankam Authority. Today's segment is brought to you by Affordable Paintings. For all your paintings and building paintings and all that, you can contact Affordable Paintings. And as the name goes, Affordable Paintings, I told you, they've got everything at a cool price. Here at the Kane Media, it's still the Tales from the Street. Today, Tales from the Street, right from the studios of Kane TV. Kane TV is located right there at Teshi Penny last stop. When you get to Teshi Penny, just ask for where the tankers have been loading off their waters for distribution. Right there, you can locate Kane TV at the Penny last stop. Nothing more do we serve you than the best authentic stories. Tales from the Street is back again on your screens. And today, your host, as you already know, your number one, MC Hero Boy, with my very own, all the way from Kumasi, a fan of us too, been following all our works, and the main party of our CEO, Mr. Joseph. So he's here to tell us more. Before we start this main conversation, he's going to tell us who he is, where he's coming from, and his objective or him coming to the Kane TV or Kane Studios to tell us his inspirational story.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm Dachi in Vision Hero Boy. What about you, please?
I am Apostle Dr. Kankam Authority.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So today is Tales from the Street, and since you are here, we know that you've got a lot in your heart for us and our viewers out there.
Hello.
So somebody may ask, who is Apostle Dr. Kankam Authority? So tell us who you are.
Oh, okay. I am the founder of Holy Spirit Encounter Outreach. Under it, we have the Holy Spirit Encounter Church. And then we have Holy Spirit Encounter Barracks. So that is a fellowship. The barracks is a fellowship and the church is a church, as you know. So I'm the founder of the ministry, and then I am also into business from Kumasi.
Wow.
Kumasi High School. Kumasi High School is kind of famous in Kumasi. Kumasi High School. Our church is close to Kumasi High School, and we are there.
Oh, okay. So going back to the ministerial project that you got on your mind and heart, what made you become who you are today? Were you born in the Christian way, or you started from somewhere before getting here?
I was born into a Christian home, a very powerful Christian home. My mother was crazy for Christ, the crazy for Christ type. She is always praying throughout the night, advising us, teaching us the way of the Lord. But then there were some sluggish lifestyle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. So when we were young, it was all about Christ because of my mother. My mother will send you, you come, or she will go out and then she will get you something. But before she'll give it to you, you have to say one Bible verse.
Wow.
Before she'll give it to you.
You mean it?
Before you get your fanais, you have to say one Bible verse. That is the kind of woman I'm talking about, the crazy for Christ type. So she raised us in the name of the Lord, in the ways of the Lord. And then even when I was in JHS Bible quiz, you can't stand me because of the way my mother trained us.
Okay, so please taking us back to your educational background, and I mean a little bit about your family. Tell us about your family. You've told us about your mom. Her name, we want to know her name, your dad's name, how many of you are there when it comes to your siblings, and which number do you fall in?
We have 8 siblings. My mother is Joyce, and my father is Komnenya Miche. My mother is late, may her soul rest in peace, and my father is a chief at Ejuso.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then educationally, I attended SHS Primary College, and then after Primary College, I moved to Kumasi Technical Institute. That's where I studied building engineering.
Wow.
Yes, but I'm not using it. I entered business after that, and then business was okay, so I didn't bother looking for a company to work under. So business and the ministry came.
Okay, so that's a very quick one, of course, and a quick reminder to everybody that is watching on the screens. Apostle Dr. Kankam Authority has got a whole lot. Let's see what he's going to tell us right from here as we dive deep to his inspirational story today on Street Tales from the Street, right from the studios of Kane TV. So back to what you were telling us concerning your education. How was school like? How was your educational background in school? How were you performing in school and all that? We want to know more because Charlie,
Yeah, so I was a good boy. I followed the lead of my mother in JHS. So JHS, I was the good boy. So when we entered SHS Primary College, that is the problem. My best friend was called Kwame Prostitution. So just tell from the name Kwame Prostitution. And we just diverted from the ways that our mother taught us, and then we started womanizing. From there it was womanizing and parties. So we were womanizing and partying, SHS. I went to Primary College with like grade 6. But then we are not learning again, man. We are chilling, we are going to Bantama High Street.
Tell us a little bit about Bantama. How does that place look like?
Bantama.
I've heard about the name Bantama.
Bantama is a town in Kumasi where it's like a town, but the streets everywhere, all you find is spots, pubs and spots. And
even currently,
when you go there at night, it's a major street, but when you go there at night, all the bars will just, they're all bashing. They're all playing music, and you don't even know where to sit. And the street is full of street niggas, and my friend, Bantama is hell. So we call Bantama Bonsemje.
Bonsemje. So to everybody that is watching, Bonsemje means the pit of hell. That's what he's trying to say. So please, roll it up.
So Bantama is close to Primary College, and then we would just jump the wall. We just take mattress, the Form 1's mattress, and then we place it on the wall. You see, there's this barbed wires on the wall, but we don't care. We just need a mattress. You place it on the barbed wire, then you jump over it.
Without thinking about the risk that follows?
You have the mattress, you're fine. And then you remove the mattress, you fold it and put it there. That's what you're going to take back to the school. So you go to Bantama High Street, you go to the nightclubs there, and then you come back, and then you jump. Sometimes we even leave the mattress there. So the Form 1 student is not going to find this mattress again.
So interesting. So coming back to the students out there, sometimes our parents think that they put us into school thinking that they are what are really doing well. This is a very cognizant, how do we call it, alert or approach for us to look at. He was taken to school, but he was doing his own thing. So could you tell me who introduced you into that kind of lifestyle? Do you already know it?
Friends.
Can you mention a few of them?
Friends.
Apart from the man, prostitution.
Friends. So we had a couple of bad friends. I don't mention their names. Some of them are.
You want to keep it confidential.
Yes, but and those who will be okay with it, Adolf, Stonte, Raskito, that's Ezekiel, and to mention a few, we were really into the game. Stonte was called Bad Boy.
Jeez.
And Raskito, you see, some of them are into ministry, and maybe they will not be comfortable if I mention their names here.
And what was your name by then? What was your nickname as you mentioned others?
I was called K2. You see, my name is Kojo Kankam. Okay. That is KK. So I was called KK and K2. So KK or K2.
So I could say K square.
You can say K square. Yes. So back in the days, Primary College, if you know me that I was a womanizer. and a bad boy into clubs. But I was not into, let's say, smoking and stealing. But mine was clubbing, partying, and then womanizing in SHS. Yeah, Pembe College. 2004 to 2007.
Good for reminding us.
2004 to 2007. Yeah.
So if I could say, how many were you in class and how were you performing? Like looking back to your JHS days compared to your SHS
my
time.
performance was declining. Yes, because I was a very good student in JHS. I entered Pembe College with like 6, and then Pembe College with these bad friends. How are you going to perform? So it was declining. But we still made it through, because many people were sacked from their school. Pembe College, you'll be sacked if you don't make the 50% mark. You call it Y2K.
Y2K.
You go home for Christmas. You come to school the next year. You're coming to face Y2K. You come and there's a list, and then there's a cut line. If you couldn't make 50% of the total mark, you are sacked.
Who was your headmaster by then, or your class teacher by then, if you can remember?
Yes, the headmaster, Odompo. Odompo was the headmaster.
Odompo. In Ghana, it means somebody that Odompo. Yes, it's a Ghana word.
Okay.
Yes, Odompo.
Yeah, I think the Ghans named him, gave him that nickname, Odompo.
So in your school, you've got Ghana students there, right?
We had Ghana students. We Pembe College full of the Accra boys.
Wow.
Yeah, Sakomono boys and the Tema boys. They're always there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So Odompo was the headmaster. My housemaster. I was in Seva house. My housemaster was a famous man, Nigga. He was called Nigga.
But we forgot one thing, like Pembe College, is it a mixed school or?
Pembe College is boys' school.
A single-sex school, right?
It's boys' school.
Beautiful.
Established by the Otumfuo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
one of the Otumfuo called Prempe.
Oh, okay.
Prempe.
Okay.
So the school was named after him. He established the school. At that time, he had a son at Chimota, SHS, and then the son got sick and died. And that provoked him to establish secondary school in Asante. That's Prempe.
Oh, nice history. We appreciate. So I just want to remind you, if you are still watching, it's still the Tales from the Street inside the Kane Studios. You know how we do it. We go out there, touch lives, and also they tell us what they're going through. Today is an inspirational one. It's an inspirational one, of course. And I told you that it's all about what you got in your heart, what you've been through, and what you got for the people out there to listen and get transformed. So this Tales from the Street is meant to transform life. Bro, please tell us more on how you kept declining and what really got you into the lights right now where you are.
Okay, so in SHS, man, it was bad. Clubbing, partying, womanizing, and then I went to Kumasi Technical University, and then it was worse because that time you have freedom. Until I was in second year, then my mom passed away. My mom passed away 2011.
Oh, that's way back 13 years ago.
2000.
So, mommy, wherever you are, we say, may your soul perfectly rest in peace for raising such a handsome, a perfect dad like what we are experiencing. We're shaking the world right now in the ministerial, how do we call it, world right now. So we say, God bless you, mommy, wherever you are. We share with you our condolences, bro.
Yeah, so when mom passed away, that is when I started thinking. So life became worse.
So will I say, were you mommy's boy?
I wasn't that mommy's boy. My siblings, my younger siblings were more into my mom than I was. I was strong, so I was doing things on my own.
Wow.
I was strong. I was not.
But you look so innocent.
Guy.
You look so innocent on the face.
Now I am looking innocent now. Trust me, I wasn't looking innocent. Back then, I look innocent now. Yeah. So when mom passed away, that is when I was thinking there was no God, because my mom died when he was around 49. And she was not sick, she was strong, she was a powerful believer, a Christian. So now, why would God do this to me? So I started losing the faith. And if I lose the faith in God, my life is going to be worse. So I even entered into counterfeit. After I lost my mom, I entered into counterfeit. I had a guy who would bring me the counterfeit, and I'll give him cash for the counterfeit. Like if you give him like 1,000 CDs, you get like 3,000 counterfeit. And then we had a way of making that counterfeit real. You just buy something, and then you keep the change. You keep keeping the change, then you have real money. So life was worse after my mom died, until I had an encounter. That is where the story begins. The light, the transformation.
Wow. So you've heard it all from back in the days when he started his school life to the SHS ground. So to everybody that is watching, I just want to prompt that we should be very, very mindful of what we do. He has gotten his turning point, but maybe you might not be lucky to get a turning point. So anytime we're doing something, we need to think twice about it, because there are some people who just end up their career in the middle of their journey, but he got his life turned around. So we are going to hit back. Let's not forget back to our sponsors right there. Affordable Paintings, wherever you are, we say just get in contact with them on the numbers on your screens, and any paint at all you need for your buildings, offices, and even industries. Affordable Paintings are going to do the job really immaculate for you. So Affordable Paintings, we say we appreciate you for getting us in touch. Kane TV is very, very grateful for all the contributions you have been making with us. So locate Affordable Paintings right here in South Penny and get your paints very cheap at an affordable price for your buildings. So bro, we've got more to talk about.
Oh, of course.
If should in case, as we started from your JHS level to the SHS level, there is something that you're going to tell the youths out there that are watching. What will you tell them briefly, or what words of motivation are you going to give them in their educational, academics?
One very important thing I'll tell them is that whatever you are doing right now, you have regrets. You are clubbing, you are humanizing, you are doing all these nasty things. You will regret them one day. Now you have no reason to regret them, but you regret them one day. You complete school, and then you had grade 25, and then you sit down and you think, oh, if I had stopped this and that, and if I had learned more, I could have gotten let's say 12. You have these regrets, and then the friends that you trust them, the friends that you're always with, the friends that you're always moving with, you think you have future together. You have no future together. When you complete school, you all separate. Everyone is going to go his or her way. People are going to hustle for money. There are some friends that they are your best friends now. You will never meet them again. Back in SHS, there were friends that I had to fight for. I had to buy food for them to eat. Now, I don't know where they are. Some of them have traveled. We are not hearing from them. Few, very. I don't know who is left. Very few are left that we can even just say hi. So the friends that they are helping you to become a worse. Such, my friend, you will regret. You are going to regret, because you are not going to see them again. They are all going to go. You are going to go your separate ways. So you really need to think now. Now, you have to let those friends go, and then you have to spend time and learn, because definitely you will regret one day not learning now.
So we could see from his eyes how he's so hammering on why you're going to regret having bad friends. That reminds me back in the days in 2013 when I was in Prosecco too as well. There was this friend that was always telling me that we are going to be together. Give me a whole lot of promises. To everybody that is watching out there, I told you we completed school, like he said, did a whole lot of nasty things together. Those that are watching, back in the days inside Prosecco, I thought my late dad was all the time there for me. So, I was that daddy type. Sometimes you could go to school, my side of story too, jump walls, go to school late, not copying our notes and all that. Whilst the serious one were making good grades, we were there, also chasing some kind of bad friends and folks doing all sort of crazy things. Right after school, I quite remember we all departed. Even to get some of them their contacts is very hard. So I testify to the fact of what he's saying, and it's really true. So now, some of them see us and they are very motivated of what we're doing, but they never thought that we are going to get this far. So it's true. Some of us are going to get a turning point right. Others too, we are going to sink deep. So if you know you've not got the willpower to withstand certain challenges, it's better you refrain or withdraw as soon as possible or quickly before the word gets at you. So, bro, that's just
piece of advice.
Yes, a piece of advice to those that are watching too. So coming back to the light form, but let me throw you back again into your SHS time. Was there any time that you were caught up in a very chaotic mood or situation where people had to run for their lives or something like that? Since you were clubbing, I know definitely you're going to come across
me one day.
A worst moment like that.
We went for a party at the Maclean Hotel with Kwame Prostitution.
Please mention the name again.
Kwame Prostitution.
But you said you went to the party at where?
Maclean Hotel.
Maclean. So to those that are watching, if you know Maclean Hotel, Maclean Hotel, yes, it was there to mingle.
And one friend called Jones. So we were dressed those days we called it akata. You wear this big belt, this big jeans.
For us, we call it baggy jeans.
Yeah, those baggy.
We used to dance boogie with it. Dance
boogie time.
Yes.
And then all these chains, all these heavy chains, and then we were going to the party.
You didn't mention the round caps too.
Pardon?
The round caps.
Yeah, on these round caps.
Yes.
So on the way, it's just we use a route that is very quiet and calm. People don't pass there, and then we are going to the hotel. And then there was an announcement that some armed robbers are there and they are holding guns. And then police were called. We didn't know, so we were just going to the party. And then when the police came, they thought we were the armed robbers. They started shooting, but they were shooting from distance. So we were just crawling on the floor, on the dusty floor. And then there was this security man who knew that we are not part of the robbers. We were just going to party. And then he called us to come inside. And he opened the gate. And then we went inside and he closed the gate. And that man saved our lives. Because they were firing at us, but it was from a distance, because they heard the robbers were with guns. The robbers were armed, so they didn't want to come close. So they were firing from distance. And that's the only reason why we are alive. Because the man saved us, and I also think God saved us.
Bro, imagine you being in a situation where maybe you might not have been shot dead, but you might have been shot injured. By now, maybe you might have been paralyzed. How will you feel?
I'll be dead.
And your mom too never knew you were in that kind of gang.
No.
And
it was something serious, because they were just firing, and then you hear the sound of the gunshots and the bullets hitting the walls, where we were just. Like I thought I was not going to make it alive. I thought I was going to die. The security man saved us. So we had to stay in that building till morning, because if you come out and people were arrested, if they catch you walking just around and you address this akata dressing, you're going to be arrested because you're a suspect.
Yes,
so many people were arrested. Many people who were attending the same party with us were arrested. And then after investigation, and then they see you're not part of the investigation, they will let you go.
But you are going to be bailed. You need to pay something. Nobody goes.
Money. And they even spend days there. Imagine spending days in these police cells.
Wow.
It was God. It was God.
And more share no. Emrantu wa ne maba wa na mo ko school na mo fa school. Enye be serious no me pamucho. Your moms and your dads doesn't know that this is the kind of life you're living. If you're watching and you know you're in this kind of behavior, we are begging you to stay away from it. It might be late. The catch one say, ebe to me abani say, ebe late and I say, be kan kafra among. And who is there? You know your background. Some of us, we know where we are coming from. We know we ain't got anybody to stand behind us when something serious happens right now. We know that if we are being caught, like he's saying, even our parents will be in shock. They will be in shock to see us in that kind of dilemma. So I'm begging us all to be very careful whenever we're doing something. Bro, the story still continues. So big shout outs to Affordable Paintings once again. Our number one, how do we call it, sponsors that have been behind us, and we really appreciate the support. I told you, on the screens right there, you're going to see the numbers. Charlie, for phone, just call. Memo being country, I was here painting year 20, 80 city, and Recra, year 20, 55 city, me poucho. One want him say, I'm ready more, I want, yeah, I'm ready more, I'm ready, And say bibia, just look at the screens. You want to paint your office, your homes. Bro nya eba and send a bro nya eba no menim say obia be pese ne fie be efe, including myself. So affordable paintings, I'm coming for you. Bro, back to the discussion. I want you to tell us more about your life of transformation when you came in contact with the light. This light too, is it a normal light we see as everybody calls it, or what sort of light is that?
I'm glad you use the word light. That is a perfect word to use. So
wow.
The transformation story, there was this day that I had 3 friends. I started going to church, but that doesn't mean I had converted well. I was just going to church because of the girls. So I was attending this church and then Assemblies of God. And then there were these 3 girls, 2 girls and a boy who were my friends. And then they asked me to escort them to the mountains. And I said, no, I'm not going, my friend. I'm not
to
going.
Do what?
To pray.
Before you were asked to go to the mountain, do you believe in prayer?
Yes, I believe in prayer, but I wasn't praying. I believe in prayer. If I would pray, then maybe I'm in trouble. So they asked me to escort them to the mountain, and I said, no, I'm not going. So that night, I was inside my room. I think it was Friday. It was a Friday, and we had a program at church. It was a youth program, and I attended. And there's this good friend of mine, God he praise. Now he's into the singing ministry.
Oh wow!
He's doing well. God he praise. He plays a very pivotal role in my transformation. And then he took me to the prayers, and then he prayed for me, and then we prayed, and then I came home. So the next morning, that was Saturday, they are going for the mountains, and I came to sleep. Around 12, I had this dream where I was in a room like this, and everything was blank, everything was white. I can't see anything or just pick something out. All I see is whiteness, deep white. And then I was hearing a voice, and the voice, something was squashing me, like something is pressing my spirit. The thing is not pressing or holding your flesh, but your spirit. You feel like you are dying from within. Something is punishing me. And I was like, what is going on?
Don't you think it's the spirit of your mom?
No, that can't be the spirit of my mom.
You know, Africans have got this mentality. Yeah, that's why I asked.
Ancestral mentality, but this is different. So that is why we call in ministry Holy Spirit arrest.
Oh, okay.
And then the voice was speaking to me. I can't see anyone. All I see is light. The voice was speaking to me that I saved you. You're supposed to die.